All of us have a stake in the future of oil and gas operations in Colorado, whether it's out of a concern for your safety or maybe how you make your living. Well, tonight, just 1 week after the governor ordered a statewide inspection, residents in one community are demanding answers. Denver 7's Jason Grinauer is live in Broomfield with how leaders there plan to address this very important issue. Jason?
Yes, and good evening to you. We're going to start with the good news here in Broomfield. We're standing outside one of the oil and gas wells here. The company Extraction Oil and Gas has actually already completed both their testing and inspection of all of their wells here in Broomfield. As for below the ground, we've learned that there are no abandoned gas flow lines, at least not since 2002. That's thanks to an ordinance. But what about before 2002? What about the rest of the wells, the rest of the companies? Still a lot of questions, a lot of people tonight that wanted answers.
I don't know if it's hazardous, if there's, some type of risk.
Residents in Colorado's oil and gas heartland still have a lot of questions.
We don't know what's underneath our home either. Anything could happen at any time to us.
You can see the wells, you can't see the flow lines, which caused the Firestone explosion. Will there be any kind of mapping done in Broomfield?
Well, that's what we're hoping to do, and if you watched state legislature last night, they actually blocked that.
Companies that plugged in abandoned wells since 2002 in Broomfield have had to dig up their flow lines. But before then?
Prior to the 2002 ordinance, that we need to double check. And then the question would be, well, how do you ensure that all those flow lines are capped?
These pipes have zero regulations once they leave the pad, none, and that's unheard of.
I really would love to be a prairie dog. You guys have put so many great protections into place, and I'm here tonight to ask the same thing for us, your citizens.
Broomfield is currently redrawing their oil and gas master plan. That could include flow line mapping.
What I would guess we might see is something what they're going to make the operators do that. And then once you find them, if there are any out there, who's responsible for it? That's a whole nother can of worms.
The state legislature shot down a mapping plan Monday, and local government doesn't have the resources. So for now, nothing happens.
If we're going to get along with the oil and gas company, we just want to know what we're dealing with so that we can take precautions.
Now, a lot of the public comment at tonight's city council meeting focused on the future of oil and gas and whether or not they should be building any more of these oil and gas wells. A lot of the heated comments calling for a moratorium for the city council to push through and say no more in reaction to what happened in Firestone. As of last check, that meeting was still going on, 4 hours strong. No moratorium in sight. Reporting live in Broomfield, I'm Jason Grinauer, Denver 7.